20th, not July 15th, July 20th in Tampa, Florida. Jake, the problem child, Paul, taking on Mike.
Florida man.
The Florida man in his own backyard. God damn it. Mike Platinum Perry, man, former UFC welterweight contender, 14-8's the record. However, more known, he's also 0-1 as a pro boxer, but that's besides the point. Bare knuckle is the real record, man. 5-0 since leaving the UFC in 2021. Win over Julian Lane, win over Michael Venom Page, win over Luke Rockhold by knockout win over Eddie Alvarez, knockout win over Thiago Alves.
Every single fight he's had in BKFC has been against a name.
Exactly, and he's looked fucking good. Coming in here on short notice, originally supposed to be Mike, the legendary Iron Mike Tyson, who's now 58 years old. However,
he will see you at the top.
Having some health issues, so he will not be competing. Instead, it'll be Mike Platinum Perry. Look, obviously, Jake, pretty big favorite. I feel like most people kind of agree that this is actually a decent fight, though. Maybe he'll get tested. I really don't know how to feel about it.
I'm just curious. I think the big thing is seeing people are going to fucking hate how I word this because I feel like it's going to get taken out of context, but I'm curious to see Mike Perry's boxing skills.
Yes. Yeah.
Because what he does in BKFC, I don't think he'll be able to fully recreate in the boxing ring. He might be able to take some elements of it and apply them, but it's not going to be the same.
I agree with you. And that very kind of scrappy, come forward style, I do think that is, a way to beat Jake Paul. I mean, now, granted, we saw...
How many rounds do you know by any chance?
8 rounds.
Ooh.
8 rounds.
Okay.
So, and we saw Tommy Fury beat him. Tommy Fury beat him. He is way longer, too. The guy's built like Crash Bandicoot. He has a long as fuck reach, okay? Taller than Jake. He countered a lot. He did a lot of countering. He stayed on the back foot, used his jab a whole lot. Giving the old turkey or all else shake.
Most definitely, Mike Perry will get dropped in this fight.
Oh, there's not a doubt in my mind he's hitting the canvas.
And he's going to get up.
No, it'll get up again and again and again. No, but the question is just, can he... Honestly, the strategy is basically be Homer Simpson. He has to go out there and take 7,000 punches to the face and hope that Jake gasses. And Jake is probably, I think
Mike Perry will have the better gas tank.
Oh, there's not a doubt in my mind he will.
Yeah.
So for me, and we've seen Jake gas in multiple fights. Not in his more recent fights. I'd say against Nate, he looks good.
He's learned how to manage it better, I think. I think it's been... I don't think it was so much a conditioning thing, but managing the tank in the fight.
Correct. And the issue is like, how much can you manage it against a guy like Mike Perry who's going to be coming forward the entire time?
Not even just that, but also the added weight too this time.
Well, and it's not like, so for example, like Nate Diaz came forward against him, but Nate doesn't throw punches like that. Yeah. Mike Perry's he has the power and the cardio to throw punches at you for 8 rounds to take your head off.
Do we know glove size by any chance?
Just normal. You know what I mean? Just,
10 ounces?
Yeah. So
okay, I'm just making sure.
No, yeah, like everything's normal outside of the fact that it's 8.
I know, maybe
8 instead of 10.
Maybe they went in. Maybe they did 4 ounce.
No, everything's normal except that it's 8 rounds instead of 10 because of the short notice.
Let's go, champ.
So, look, official prediction. I'm going to take Jake Paul. I mean, I think that's the realistic option.
Yeah.
Now, I'll preface this by saying, would I love to see Mike Perry go out there and knock this kid's fucking block off? Oh, 100%.
I feel like it's either going to be a early knockout or a very late knockout.
Yeah, not a doubt. Yeah. So that's the way I feel like. I feel like it's either going to be Jake coming out early, just catching him when they're both early in the fight, maybe the first, second round, or Mike Perry's going to make this a dog fight and take it.
And I said, I feel like if they allow each other to do it, they could make this a banger fight. Like they could both go to war. He could bring out a Jake, and Mike Perry's going to bring it anyway.
It's on pay-per-view. It's on his own pay-per-view. If you guys want to watch it, I'll be tweeting up all that shit. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It should be more fun. I mean, dude, if you look at like Jake Paul since last August, honestly, since he lost to Tommy, I haven't really cared. He had the Nate fight, which I think everybody kind of knew. I mean, Nate Diaz, he blew him up to like 200 pounds, bro. Like he fights at 155, 170. And then he fought 2 guys who had, had to combine 2 fights in the last 8 years. You know what I mean? So it's just like who were pro boxers, So we'll see though, man. We'll see what happens. I am more excited for this fight than a lot of his recent ones, though. And I think if Mike Perry can get the win, that'd be I'd love that, dude. I'd love that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Also on the undercard, man, we can give quick thoughts on this one. It seems like they're setting up that Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight. He was originally supposed to fight Darren Till. Instead, he's going to be fighting Uriah Hall, which I think is a much better matchup for Junior. Honestly, give me your thoughts on that one. That's the co-main event, I believe. Well, excuse me, men's rounds.
I mean, shout out to Uriah Hall for putting himself out there and still want to compete, right? And Junior, I mean, I say it every time. What a fall!
Yeah, man.
What a fall!
What a fall! Yeah. I mean, there was a point in time whenever people kind of misremember the Junior story a little bit different. Like everybody kind of has like their own personal view, but I feel like a lot of people just misremember it a little bit wrong. There was one point where he was a bad motherfucker. He was a straight up bad motherfucker who was like 49-1.
He had a banger fight with oh man, I see his face.
I know the exact fight you're talking about too.
I see the fucking guy's face, and I can't say his name.
So he was a former WBC middleweight champion. He had Sergio Martinez.
I knew it started with an S.
And I tell people this every single time Junior comes up. At that point, he was 46-0-1. He beat Andy Lee, a couple other good guys. Go watch that fight because he got his ass kicked for the first 10 rounds. And he starts coming back. And in round 12, he drops Martinez bad. And it's one of the loudest crowd reactions I've ever seen. People fucking wanted to like the guy.
He felt just that short.
He felt that short from getting the knockout win. And then he had some rebounds. He fought, Fundora, but light heavyweight kind of went down. Remember that Canelo fight on
Canelo beat the shit out of him.
I know, rounds. I know, and everything was a Team Old Arena's like first big show too, and like they were like hyping it up. I remember some people picked Chavez Jr. because they're like, "Yo, he's so much bigger." He's former champion. He's got all this accolades, and after that fight, it looked like that fight he just didn't give a fuck. And then after that, that's whenever everything went downhill. But I think he's still probably good enough to beat our boy Uriah Hall. But I'm happy Uriah's putting himself out there. That's cool.